to more news you can use with Herod-DeVerges and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. We've got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Oshiro and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Oshiro and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. Hello, and welcome back to News You Can Use with Herod-DeVerges, and of course, my confidant, my homegirl. Let me get this pearl right. Lynne Herod-DeVerges. Now, Lynn's off tonight, but I've got another wonderful co-host with me tonight, and you're going to love her because she always gives us more bounce to the ounce and helps us understand how our lymphatic system works. So come on in and get in where you fit in. And like I always say, go ahead and get your notepad. Get your notepad. Why? Because note takers are money makers. Now, I don't know about you, but I usually don't write with just my finger. I usually use a pen. So get your pen and get your notepad. Why? Because you don't want to be bad. Just come on in. Get your notepad and pen because it's time to win. And go ahead and tell a friend to like, share, and start a watch party and run and tell everybody that Herod-DeVerges is back tonight with more news you can use with my co-host, not here though, Lynne Herod-DeVerges, and our extra co-host, the phenomenal Hillary Gooden. So we're going to be right back. But when you come in and tell a friend, tell us where you're coming in from. We want to know. And I know many of you might say, Lotus, okay, what you got in that cup? Believe it or not, I'm drinking a little bit of coffee tonight. Woo, and it's good. So go ahead and get yourself something to drink. Go ahead and relax and kick back because we've got another show for you tonight. Because tonight we are really talking about something super important, and it's about auditing our health. Why is it so important to audit our health? So many people want to know, especially in this time. The time of the pandemic has made us really step back and say, hey, what's really going on? So tonight, we're going to tell you what's going on. So those of you, come on in. Go ahead, like, share, start a watch party. And let me see who we've got here. Dr. PPP already with us. How you doing? Terrence, Mr. Unstoppable himself. Terrence Leffridge, yes. Hey there. He said, no takers are money makers. And we've got Harris all the way from the Philippines. We've got Aaliyah from Florida. And I think I saw Miss Angela Elting coming in here. Let me see. Let me go up top and make. Yep, I did. I saw her all the way from Washington, D.C. And we have the person, none other than the visibility strategist herself. Patricia Rogers is here. And Sunday, oh, wow, Sunday. Can't wait to see you on the show. Sunday will be coming with us soon. And so many more people are streaming in. I'm happy to see you. Miss Blaine, good to see you. Good to see you. So now, listen. I know many of you are ready for the phlebotomist, or not the phlebotomist, the lymphologist herself. Who knows? She might be in phlebotomy too. But the lymphologist herself, the queen of the bounce, is about to come on out. So if you want to see her, come and co-host with me. Go ahead and put a 2. Do what you do. Go ahead and put a 2. And I'm going to be right back with you because I'm going to get my friend and your friend, the person that's going to help us win, Miss Hillary Gooden. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to more news you can use with Herod-DeVerges and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. We've got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Herod-DeVerges and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. And Hello, 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 Miss Hillary. How are
Hello,
you
Miss
doing?
Lotus.
It's so good to see you. I'm super happy that you're here co-hosting with me. You are amazing. And for some of you that may be joining the show for the first time, this is my lovely co-host for the evening, Miss Hillary Gooden. She's an author, she's a speaker, she's a lymphatic health coach, and she's here tonight to help us because we are talking about auditing our health, and we've got a super show for you tonight. So, Hillary, how are you doing? And what's going on tonight? Because I know you bringing it tonight.
Well, I'm excited about this and our guest that we're going to have on tonight. Auditing was one of those things when I worked in business that you knew it was coming and you had to prepare for it. So this is going to be a good conversation on tonight.
Yes, it is. And you know what? I like that you said you knew it was coming and you had to prepare for it. And a lot of people understand that things are coming as we mature in life and we grow as we mature, because we're not going to say nobody's old. Nobody's old in here. But as we mature, things happen in life and we know it's coming, but sometimes we don't plan for it. But the audit still happens. So tonight we have got a fantastic young lady all the way from Hawaii that's joining us. And I think Hillary, Kathy Sasaki Oshiro. She's the owner of Cats Consulting. She is also a Naturally Plus fan and affiliate. And she also was a previous auditor at a previous job. But most importantly, she's here with us tonight. So I double dog dare each and every one of those folks out there. You're going to help double dog dare them with me? Put a number 3 in the comment below if you're ready to bring on Miss Oshiro. Put a number 3 in the comment below if you're ready to bring on Miss Oshiro. All right. So we've got some 3s already streaming in. So I'm going back. Wow. Look at all these 3s. So, hey, we listen to our audience. So, Kathy, would you come on out and bless the platform tonight?
Hi, everybody. Aloha.
Hey. Aloha. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Kathy, we're super duper happy to have you here with us tonight. We have a lot of folks streaming in from all over. Who we got down below, Kathy?
Looks like Scott Harold. So that's Lynne's brother.
Yes.
Oh, Rachel Labis. How's it, Rachel?
Who else do we have there? Let's see. Alana
Katz. She's my astrologer. I love her. She's awesome.
Hi, Alana.
Awesome. Glenn Mitsuda, one of my best friends in Hilo.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining. Mary Higa.
All right.
Laurie's in my team too.
Awesome. And one of our personal favorites,
Karen Shimazu Speed. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! She's one of the leaders in my team. Kiyomi Kingetsu. I think she lives in LA. No.
Yes, Kiyomi. Yes. I believe Kiyomi lives in LA. And I'm happy you said I think. So, folks, when you come in, please let us know where you're coming in from, because we definitely want to know where you're coming in from. And we've got folks just streaming in from all over the place. So we want to say a hearty thank you and welcome to the show. And for those of you that's just coming on with us tonight, we want to let you know that tonight we are going to be talking about something. And I love the way you put it, Hillary. You know it's coming. The audit. Many of us have been in business and the audit is coming. But we're kind of afraid of the audit sometimes, or we're not talking about the audit. So with that being said, we're going to talk about some principles of auditing, or auditing principles, if you will. So I'm going to say, let's go ahead and cut right to the auditing principles, and we are going to get right into it. So the auditing principles that we're going to talk about are not just auditing in our personal business. This type of audit is auditing in our personal lives when it comes to our health. And many of you know that we are Naturally Plus fans. But most importantly, we are a fan of great health. Okay. So let's start right at the top. So, Kathy, I know that you were an auditor for many years. And
Mhm.
although you're not auditing now, many of these principles you still practice. Hillary still practices in her own personal business, and I practice also in my business. So, can you tell us a little bit about auditing principles as it pertains to health and wellness? And then we're also going to talk about as it pertains to wealth. So, Kathy?
Okay, so it starts off with integrity, and Naturally Plus is a business that's all about integrity. That's actually one of their key principles that they have in the Naturally Plus business. So in everything that I do for myself, I'm not a person, I'm a professional. I do own my own accounting practice, and therefore I do have integrity. I do want the best. I do my best for my clients. And so starting off with integrity, the company has that, and that's why I'm affiliated with that company. The next thing is fair presentation. So, you have to be fair. You have to look at everything, including your own body, take a look at it, take our own audit of our own body and say, okay, I should have probably not eaten that Twinkies. And maybe I should have taken on a little bit more of a salad, and then maybe I should have worked out instead, right?
Right.
So, it is a fair presentation. Just really be honest with yourself. Do professional care. So the due diligence basically is what that is. And you want to make sure you look at everything that you're doing. Am I really being honest to myself and taking care of my health? Am I really doing the right thing for myself? And if your answer is no, then maybe this is something you might want to try and make a little bit of a change by adding in some supplements to help you feel better about yourself and be healthier inside, because then from the inside it comes out, right?
Yes.
Confidentiality. So in my practice of doing, being an accountant and owning my own accounting practice, a lot of my clients will come to me with personal information, information that I don't disclose to others. I will take it with me to the grave. And that's similar with this business. People will come to me and tell me whatever ailments or even wealth issues that they have going on, financial issues that they have going on. And I will help them one way or the other to try and either help them with their health or with their wealth. So it just depends where they're coming from. Independence. So a fair representation is independence. And the doctors that are affiliated with Naturally Plus are all independent of Naturally Plus. They are not hired by Naturally Plus. They are affiliated with Naturally Plus in the sense where the company asks them to come and please, do presentations, explain
Right.
the product, explain the ingredient, so
Mhm.
we understand how it works synergistically in our body.
And let me just stop you right there because you've made a couple of important key points. You talked about that they're independent. Now, many people know, and we're just going to come off the screen for a quick moment because I want you guys to really see us up close. Many of you know that when you go to a company and all of their information is coming just from within the company, I think oftentimes we kind of don't believe them, if you will, because it's like, are they being paid to say what they're saying?
Right.
And so, with that being said, the fact that it's an independent company or physician that comes in, they don't have anything to lose because guess what? They can leave it or they can take it. And something that you said earlier when you talked about due professional care, that made me think about what Hillary brings to the table each Monday because we do the bounce and it helps to open up our lymphatic system. So, Hillary, I wanted to kick this question to you because this is really important. Why is it or why should we make sure we do our own professional independent care? Because some people don't want to go to the doctor.
Right.
So, why is that important that we go anyway?
Yeah, this is a great question, because from like myself, I'm a prime example that, just telling me I need to take this pharmaceutical medicine or something, and you're not giving me. Sometimes I wouldn't get answers that I wanted. Why should I take this? You
Mhm.
know, and it's just take it because I said so. That just led me on the journey to try to find some things on my own, some things that were holistic, some things that are natural, some things that come from God, you type of
Yes.
things, and that just led me and pushed me and motivated me to keep searching, but just thinking it's got to be something that works, that's not a drug, you know.
Right. Right.
And so there are so many things. These supplements with Naturally Plus is just a tip in the bucket, of so many things that a person can do to help their, like I always say, you have a responsibility to help your body help you.
Right. Right. Wow. I like that, and I like that you said that too. I really like that. And this is a question that I wanted to ask you, Kathy, because it goes back to personal care. And you talked about the fact that you had audited for companies in the past. And like Hillary said, the audit is coming. It Anything that we've done to our bodies is coming home to roost.
That's right.
So if you could compare what you did for a business in the auditing process and what you're doing for health now, because you're a part of Naturally Plus, in the auditing process, why is it so important for us to have professionals like you, okay, to really do that type of audit on one, our finances sometimes, and even our bodies? Why is it so important?
Well, we don't really know how we're doing. We don't know how we're doing unless we get a quote unquote checkup, right? And our blood work changes every 6 months. So, because your blood work changes every 6 months, you don't know where you are at any given time. You'd have to, you need to double check. Am I still okay 6 months later? Did I see an improvement? Did that change that I made over this last 6 months make a difference in my life or not? And that's where you need to audit your own health by going and doing blood work. So the products that we take, it's just like anything else. It takes about 6 months for your body to start to see a change and blood work to show a difference. And so I recommend that everybody should have it done every 6 months, see where you're at and see how you're doing. And I think that it is your own personal self taking care of yourself. You have to know your own body. You have to be in tune with your body in order for you to help yourself, because nobody else can help you. Only we can help ourselves. We can help our kids, but they're young. Once they're 18, they're not in our care anymore in that sense. They have to audit their health as well. So I am the CEO of my children's health. That's what I am. But that is going to be true until they turn 18 and they're the CEO of their own health. And we are all the CEOs of our own health. So you need to take personal responsibility for your own health. That's how I feel. Uh-oh, Lotus, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Wait, how come I can't hear her? Is it just me?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes.
Can you hear me now? So because I shut my mic off because I'm in the back going, yep, yes, yes. And when you said that you are the CEO of your children's health, I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And I wanted to ask all of our viewers, are you the CEO of your own health? So if you are the CEO of your own health, I want you to put a number 4 in the comment block below. Are you the CEO of your own health? Because if you're not the CEO of your own health, you got a problem.
That's right.
And with that problem, auditing our health today, we're going to help you solve them. So we're going to take a quick break as you answer. Are you the CEO of your own health? Put a number 4 in the comment block below if you are the CEO of your own health. And for those of you that are caregivers, that care for your children, your elderly, are you the CEO of their health? And if you are, put in number 4 in the comment block below. And then below that, let us know how you are the CEO of their health. Because at the end of the day, somebody has got to be the landlord and the keeper of our health. Shout out to Gladys Knight. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to more news you can use with Lotus Richey and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. We got another spectacular show for you that's going to help you climb to the next level of awareness. That's right. So thank you so much for joining the show today. That's right. You're here at More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. And guess what? If you want to be a celebrity on the show, just let us know and click the button below. And you'll be the guest celebrity on More News You Can Use with Lotus Richey and Lynne Herod-DeVerges. Click the link. Click the link now. All right, and we are back. And hey, we have got many people chiming in to this question. Are you the CEO of your health? Rachel said that's awesome. And Lori, thank you for letting us know you're coming in from Hawaii. Rachel's coming in from Texas. Great to see you. Thank you for putting that comment in for me. Hawaii is rocking the house tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And Patricia is coming in from Miami, Florida. Good to see you. And Alana says, you are all super amazing. Love you, Kathy, too. And Jeanette Walker, hey there. Good to see you. She is coming all the way from Texas at the moment. Thank you so much. And Harris, what is Harris saying down there? What is Harris saying down there, Hillary?
He said, I love this topic. I am really good in auditing other people's business, but not myself, my health, LOL.
Wow. And Kathy, what is Angie saying?
How often should we assess our health? Most people may not go to the doctor to get a checkup. She's correct.
Yes. And I want to say hi to Kamala Rob. How you doing, Kamala? Let us know where you're coming in from. And Hillary, what else has Angie got to say?
If we don't take care of ourselves, no one will. Self-care is the key for personal success.
Wow. And she also said auditing is a type of self-care. So, Kathy, what does Miss Darnell got to say to us?
She's saying you have to know your own body. Be in tune with your body. You are the CEO of your own health. And
hey, Kathy, I think somebody's giving you a shout out.
Mary, good point, Kathy. Thank you.
All right. So listen, we've got a quick question. We're going to address that question. Angela said, how long should someone take supplements to see the full effects of the benefits?
Minimum 6 months. And if you don't see anything, you might not be taking enough. You may not be taking it long enough. It took my dad 8 months to see a little bit of a difference, but he has many ailments. You didn't get your ailments overnight. You can't expect yourself to see changes overnight either. It took years to get to where you are.
Okay, so I've got a question. Minimum of 6 months. Now, I know that a lot of times people want to do maintenance. We want to do maintenance on our bodies because many of us are in excellent health, but we still have to do the audit on our body, okay, and do the maintenance. So what if a person is really, really healthy versus someone that's maybe more sickly? Is there a difference in the time that the results might show up for a person that's real sick versus a person that's super healthy?
Yep, it all depends. Chemically, we're all made differently. Every single person is made differently. So you don't know how the products, supplements will affect your body. You don't know how changes in adding a change in your diet of some kind will affect your body until you start to do it. So that's why it's really important for you to be aware of what's going on in your body, how you feel, and do blood work. Do blood work to see what's going on the inside, because you may not see anything that's happening on the outside because everything's happening internally. So until you can actually see that happening on the blood work side, then oh my gosh, something is actually happening. And
Yes.
so some people, may see something change in a matter of minutes, but chemically we're all made differently. So you don't know how it's going to affect you until you start to take it and you see the difference. So you have to take it long enough, and you need to take enough of it to see a difference.
Wow. So you said two key things. And Hillary, I heard her say, and I'm just going to give one and you can give the other one if you like. I heard her say, you have to take it long enough. But the other thing that she said, I thought was profound.
You have to take enough of it.
Enough of it. So let me ask you this. How do people know when they're taking enough? And let's do this. For those of you that are just coming in, that are just joining us, tonight we are talking about a remarkable topic. We're talking about auditing our health with my guest co-host, Miss Hillary Gooden. She's an author, she's a speaker, she's a lymphatic health coach. And of course, we have and she's coming in from Chi-Town, for those of you from Chi-Town, okay? And then all the way from Hawaii, we have Kathy Oshiro. She is here with us. She's the owner at Katz Consulting, okay? But she's also, but all three of us are Naturally Plus fans and affiliates. And so having said that, we want to share this with you. We do not and are not claiming that we're medical doctors. So please contact your physician prior to taking any supplements or doing any type of exercise, because Hillary loves to give you more bounce to the ounce because she is a lymphologist, okay? And she aims not to just please or tease, but to help us make real results when it comes to our lymphatic system. And if you are on medication of any kind for chronic or severe diseases, conditions, consult with your physician before taking these or any supplements. And what else, Kathy?
We do not claim that any products can cure, diagnose, prevent, or heal any ailments.
All right. So now that we got that out the way, I'd like to really talk to you all, because some folks are just joining us and some folks don't know that we're Naturally Plus fans. And so I wanted to kind of introduce some of these items that we're talking about. And this, for me, really helped me out. This is super lutein. For some of you that may have never seen this, this is super lutein. Okay. As you know, I'm an affiliate of Naturally Plus, and I started taking super lutein. And I tell this all the time, and I've told this before. I didn't know what floaters were until I started talking to Lynne about Naturally Plus. And she told me about the floaters in my eyes. Folks, those squiggly little lines in your eyes. If you have those squiggly little lines in your eyes, or red dots, or whatever they are, stars, stripes, whatever they are in your eyes when you close them, those are floaters. I was playing Pac-Man with mine. I don't know. Hillary, have you had floaters in your eyes?
I have had them over the years. Those squiggly lines, yeah.
And so were you playing Pac-Man with them? You could tell us. We won't tell nobody
I
except everybody that's listening.
Pac-Man with them, but sometimes I would follow them.
Yes. And I started taking super lutein, and super lutein really helped me out with those squiggly lines. And it really helped change my night. Some people call it night blindness, but it really helped me, because being on the road at night, and when cars are coming towards you, especially with their bright lights, especially if you have issues with your vision at night, it could really be alarming. And so super lutein helped me out. So Kathy, what has been your experience with some of the things that you've tried as it associates to auditing your health?
So for me, I saw so many differences in my health with taking these products. The very first thing that I saw personally was taking just super lutein, like you guys. Super lutein was the first thing that was offered here in the United States. It's the first product that Naturally Plus had 21 years ago. And I took this for 4 days, 6 capsules for 4 days, and I got rid of my reading glasses.
Wow.
Then after that, I continued to take the product for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and I had torn my rotator cuff into places. And after taking super lutein for 2 weeks, I've been able to move my arm ever since. And that's now been about 5.5 years almost.
Mhm.
So a lot of changes in a short period of time that I saw, luckily. But then it became my cholesterol. My cholesterol became normal, and my high blood pressure over time after taking Izumio,
Yes.
that went to normal as well. My arthritis and my allergies all went away after 4.5 months. So I saw a lot of differences with taking these health products. I no longer have been taking any prescription medication for the maintenance of my health. And so with seeing that, I noticed that my hair has grown back. You guys can see I have plenty of hair
Yes.
now. So my hair has grown back. And so it needed to work on things internally
Mhm.
before it could work on the things externally.
Excellent.
So now I'm seeing things, more externally over the course of time.
Awesome. So awesome. And I know for me, my nails, if you could see my nails, these are all natural nails. And I'm an athlete. I used to play basketball with real long nails, but back then they would grow, but I would go to the salon and get them done. But now my nails are so long, it's incredible. And what I did, I came off of any other vitamins that I was taking, and not to say you shouldn't take any vitamins, because periodically I do, but I wanted to find out what the supplements were doing for me, because I take super lutein and Miracle Plus, and I also use something to quench my thirst, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But I noticed that my nails and my hair was really growing, and my nails are really hard. A lot of
Right.
times people, their nails grow really long, but they're really flimsy. And that's what I noticed personally. And again, we're not claiming that we're medical doctors or anything like that. We are just sharing our own stories, because we're not medical doctors. So make sure you contact your physician before you take any supplements or before you do any exercises. Okay. And we are not saying that any of this will heal you, diagnose you, cure you, prevent ailments or anything. We're just telling our own story. And telling our story, Hillary, what have you noticed? Uh and how has it affected your everyday life?
Well, for me, I'm just having, even though I'm still wearing my glasses, these are glasses that I've had since 2007. And, I said, I'm not buying another pair. I'm not buying another pair. So, in addition, I would found out about doing eye exercises and stuff like that. But I found that when I started taking the super lutein, that I would wake up and can see my clock across the room with just easy. And I was like, oh wow, something is going on here. And I really like that, because God knows I want to choke these glasses. And so that's something that I've noticed right away. And so I'm just continuing on, and I just started with the Izumio. So
Mhm.
for me, that's the biggest thing, and one of the things that concern me a lot as well.
Awesome, so awesome. So I hear you say, and I'm going to come back. We're going to come back on here and join her again. So I'm hearing you say that the Izumio was huge for you. So those of you that are Naturally Plus fans, and those of you that want to be Naturally Plus fans, go ahead and put a 7 in the comment block below. And those of you that are Naturally Plus fans, go ahead and tell us, what is your product of choice and how it has made the most for you in your life. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back, because one of mine is Izumio. And a lot of people ask, well, Izumio, what is it? Can it hurt you? What's in it? What's in it? Well, I want to let you know that Izumio is just water. It's water.
Yes,
Okay.
Lord.
and it has hydrogen in it. So it's hydrogenized water, and it can't hurt you. But you don't have to take it from me. Go ahead and take it from our friend, Professor Garth Nicholson, and he's going to tell you a quick snippet about hydrogen water. You don't have to take it from us. Take it from him, okay? And he's going to tell you a little bit. So listen up.
Hydrogen-rich water is that it is extremely safe. Hydrogen has been used for a long time, many, many years. In commercial diving, for example, where divers have been exposed to long periods of time to hydrogen, much higher concentrations than we actually see in hydrogen-rich water. So its safety record is absolutely excellent.
So hydrogen is extremely safe. And this is one of the things that we can all say about hydrogen is it is very, 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 very safe. And in fact, before I went to college, I worked as a professional diver. And we actually use hydrogen in our gas mixtures for deep diving. And it's been used commercially in deep diving for many, many years, ever since the 1930s. They've been experimenting with different gas mixtures to prevent decompression sickness, or the bends, in professional divers who work for long periods of time at great depth. So hydrogen has been put in the mixture with helium and oxygen, mostly not only to delete out the oxygen, but also to provide other properties as well. And so one of the more popular mixtures for deep diving is a mixture of hydrogen, helium, and oxygen, removing completely the nitrogen. So obviously it's safe because of the use of hydrogen since the 30s.
So I just wanted to share that with you because he made a key point. It's safe. It's really, 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 really safe. And it's been used since the 30s. So this is not a new science, but it is a great science. So having said that, ladies, let's go ahead and take a sip. And why don't you all join us in taking a sip too? And then we're going to come back after this quick commercial and check in with you and see who we have chiming in, because we want to know how to flow. So we'll be right back. But as we learn how to flow, take a break and sip on your Izumio. We'll be right back. It's that time. Go ahead. Grab your pouch of Izumio. Take it on a run with you and have some fun with you. You can pass it to a friend so they can win. You can do it on the trail, even while you're skateboarding, even off of a rail. Take it on a hike or even on your bike. It's an easy flow, because it is Izumio. Get yours today. Awesome. So let's check in with our viewers. We have so many people from around the world streaming in. So let's go and see who we have streaming in. We've got so many people. They put a bunch of 4s in. So let's look at who's putting in the 4s. So let's start with you, Kathy. Who we got with the 4s?
So we have Aaliyah Darnell. She has a number 4.
All right.
Camille Rob. And she says, yes, I am. Glenn Mitsuda, number 4. Camille Rob, also number 4. Rachel Lavis, 4. Sunday June Kennison, 444. Angela Elting, I love that statement. I'm the CEO of my own health, 4444.
Yes. So if you are the CEO of your own health, we see you guys streaming in, and we see you putting in some 4s. So who else do we have?
Carolyn Nakasone Maderes.
All right.
Number 4. Mary Higa, number 4.
All right.
Alana Katz, number 4.
I love it. The CEO of your own health. Your own health. Who else?
Scott Herod, number 4.
All right.
Kiyomi Kingetsu, number 4. Karen Shimazu Speed, number 4.
All right, folks. Are you the CEO of your own health? Now, if you didn't answer that, you go ahead and put a number 4 in there too. And let's see who else is putting a 4 in there too, Kathy.
Tommy Koo, he lives in Singapore. Yes, I am. So he definitely is the CEO of his health. Number 4. Laurie Gandeza, number 4.
All right. And who else we got?
Beatrice Arnold Yoshioka, number 4.
Okay, so look, we've got a comment from Sunday. So, Hillary, what is Sunday saying?
My kids called me Dr. Sunday, and I educated them on how to take care of themselves naturally, especially now we are all using Izumio and superlutein.
Awesome, awesome. And Camille Robb, thank you for letting us know where you're streaming in from. She's streaming in from Orlando, Florida. And hey, Kathy, I think somebody's trying to give you a virtual high five. And Daisy, there's my sister all the way out of South Carolina. Great to see ya. Happy to be ya. Okay, so Angie says this is a great topic, and I'm super duper happy that you all feel that it's a great topic. And Daisy said, yes, it is. And Rachel Labor says Izumio helped with hot flashes. So those of you that ever had hot flashes, know someone that have hot flashes, or had them, or having them, or if you having them, or if you don't want to have hot flashes, you don't like them, you wouldn't wish them on your worst enemy. Put a number 6 in the comment block below, because Izumio is the way to go from what Rachel is letting us know. So Kiyomi, she says number 4, Izumio. And what is Scott saying, Hillary?
Die-hard NP fan, Naturally Plus. I love all the products, but Izumio is my favorite.
Awesome. And Kathy, what about Mary? What's she talking about?
So Mary's talking about her when she started taking Myrtle Plus, it actually normalized her high blood pressure that she had after she gave birth to her son.
Wow.
And all of these years, for 16 years, she had high blood pressure until she finally took Myrtle Plus. So she's a definite diehard fan, because she's now has normal blood pressure.
Wow. And again, folks, we don't claim that any of these products can cure, diagnose, prevent, or heal any of your ailments. If you're just coming on, we want you to know that. But we are sharing with you our personal experience, and we're sharing with you experiences from all over the world. You see, people are streaming in from Japan, from Hawaii, from just Tommy Koo. He's streaming in from Singapore. Isn't that right?
Yep.
So people from all over the world are saying this. Charlene Sparks, it's great to see you. She's got her number 4. And we've got another comment from Sunday. Kathy, what is Sunday sharing?
Sunday says Izumio helps with aches and pains in the body. Once she gets up and she takes her Myrtle Plus and drinks her Izumio, all of her pain goes away.
So I heard from Patricia Rogers that Charlene Sparks wants some Izumio. So we're going to make sure, Charlene, that we connect with you. Okay, we're going to connect with you and get you some Izumio. And why don't you go ahead and contact Angela Elting, and she will help you. So Angie, I know you're watching. Go ahead and put your information there. Contact Miss Sparks and let her know. And also, Miss Sparks, you can also contact me at Lotus Richey Ignites You, LotusRicheyIgnitesYou.com, and we can help you. But we all work as a team here in the Naturally Plus family. So I know Angie is going to reach out and connect with you. So Lori says, love your Izumio commercial. Sounds like you're rapping. Well, thank you. I do what I can do with what I have. And Dorothy M. Ross is here. She says, Lotus Roche, hey, good to see you. Thank you so much. Dorothy, let everybody know where you're streaming in from. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So let's get right back into this thing. Tonight, we started off with my wonderful co-host. She's sitting in for Lynne Herod-DeVerges. My lovely co-host tonight is none other than Miss Hillary Gooden. She's an author, speaker, and a lymphatic health coach. And of course, she's streaming in from Chi-Town, Chicago, if you don't know. And then our other guest, Kathy, I never say her, Sakai Oshiro, is here all the way from Hawaii. And she's the owner at Katz Consulting. And she is a Naturally Plus fan, just like the rest of us. But most importantly, I want to just share with you that we're going to be bouncing really soon. And somebody just came in the studio, and I think she's ready to bounce. So what I wanted to tell you, for those of you that just coming in, tonight we are talking about auditing our own body, auditing our own health. And we started out with this right here, the auditing principles, not just as they apply to business, but as they apply to health. And Kathy has been so wonderful when she went through this auditing process with us and has helped us learn how to do it. So if you've learned something phenomenal here tonight, if you learned that you need to audit your own health and that you need to be the auditor, the CEO of your own health, put it number 8 in the comment block below. Put it number 8 in a comment block below. So with that being said, we've talked about integrity, that Naturally Plus is a company of integrity. Not only is it a company of integrity, it also does fair presentation. So what else did we talk about this evening, Kathy?
Well, I think we've also talked about the evidence-based approach. So a lot of the products that we have, or the ingredients that are in our products, all have evidence backing them up.
Mm-hmm.
They all have had clinical trials done on them. That's the reason why, we were able to bring the products here to the United States, because all the ingredients are FDA approved. Mm-hmm. So including Izumil, hydrogen was never on an FDA approval list.
Right.
So Naturally Plus, because of Naturally Plus, they got it on the FDA approval list and was able to bring it into the United States, stating that it is hydrogen. You're not purchasing just water. It's hydrogen that you're actually getting into your system.
Exactly. And also we talked about the super lutein. We also talked about Mirato Plus. And what I like is that many times when you look at things, a lot of times people have a hard time proving the facts. And earlier we were talking about the Mirato Plus. And when we talked about Mirato Plus, and you talked about pictogenol and why it's so incredible for the body. Mm-hmm. But what I liked about what you shared is that the amount of what we take is super important, because I think Kathy shared, we have to take the right amount. And what else did you say, Kathy?
You have to take the right amount, and you have to take it long enough. You have to be consistent.
Be consistent. So when we talk about what the right amount is, you also shared that sometimes there are ingredients and things that we take, but unfortunately it's not enough. And so because it's not enough, we're not getting what we need for our body to absorb it into the system properly so that it can be effective. So you pointed out a key element here. So can you share with our viewers what we found out about what's in the Mirato that really helps us?
So there's an ingredient called myrtogenol in our Myrto Plus, Super Lutein Myrto Plus product. And this ingredient has something called pycnogenol. So there's a doctor that has helped us with the formula and helped Dr. Kachek with the formula, including pycnogenol. And so he's the pycnogenol specialist. And what he had mentioned to us last year was that the one thing that he appreciated about Naturally Plus is that they asked, how much milligrams do you need of the pycnogenol in order for it to work in someone? And he told them whatever that number was, and Naturally Plus used it or exceeded it to make sure that they had that proper amount in it, not where you're purchasing something that doesn't have the proper, ingredient that would actually make a difference in your life. So
Exactly.
that was really key to me, is that the company is really about integrity and making sure you have a quality product that will really make a difference, for a person's health.
Yes, I love it. And I'm so happy that you shared that, because we like to get down to the nitty gritty. And now we're about to get down to the nitty gritty. So if you got your trampoline and you're ready to have more bounce to the ounce, go ahead and get ready, because we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back, and it's time for the bounce with the queen of the bottom bounce, the lymphologist herself, Miss Hillary Gooden. So
All
we'll
right,
be right back.
let's go.
You want to be a celebrity guest on the show and you want to know where to go? Well, go to www.lotusrocheteignitesyou.com. Again, that's www.lotusrocheteignitesyou.com. www.lotusrocheteignitesyou.com to be the celebrity on the show. Kathy's already doing her thing. So we've got someone else here, and she's already starting on doing her bouncing. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to get the music going. So I'm going to get the music going. So give me a quick minute to get the music going, and let me know if all of you can hear this music going. Can y'all hear that?
Not yet.
All right. I guess I'm jamming by myself. I don't want to be selfish. Let me get some music up for y'all. All right. All right, so you're overcomer. Don't give up and don't give in. No matter what it looks like, you can win because you're an overcomer. Okay, so make sure you know that you're an overcomer. And somebody else go ahead and get that song up, because I just wanted to show you a little snippet of the video, because we don't want this video to be removed because we don't own the rights to that video. We don't own the rights to that song. But one thing that I know is that you're an overcomer. So keep on with more bouncing. Keep it going. And I'm going to see what I can do to get some more music up for you.
Oh my God, Angie. Hillary, how many minutes do you do this a day? How many minutes are we supposed to do this a day?
All right, let's see who's bouncing with us. And guess what? You're an overcomer. So if you can't bounce, go ahead and do some squats in place. And just remember, we are not medical physicians. So make sure you check with your physician, because we can't tell you that any supplements are miracle cures, but we just know what works for us, and we know that we're an overcomer, and so are you. So let's look at who's overcoming with us. Hey, Phyllis. You're an overcomer. Camille. Amelia Roman from New Jersey. And don't forget, like, share, start a watch party. Like, share, start a watch party. Gregory Ford, you're an overcomer, brother. Patricia Ross Rogers, you're an overcomer. Dorothy Ross. So Dorothy, Angie's going to give you some more information. Don't give in and don't give up. So we're going to take a quick break, but just know that you are an overcomer. We'll be right back.
Next 90 seconds, I'm going to tell you what I learned that allowed me to go from
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
There is a magic answer. It's tied to hard work, not gimmicks. So if you're looking for a pill, potion, or a get-rich-quick scheme, I am not your guy. But if you're frustrated and believe that
that's right, and we are back, Jack. We are back, Jack. And what we're doing is we are letting you know that you are an overcomer. Okay? Just know that you're an overcomer, and nothing else really matters other than you. And knowing that
Changing my mindset.
No
is
one
exactly
else
what allowed
can
me to
do
go from being
what
a
you can
terrible
do
employee
for
to
you.
hopeless
So
and
do what you
sliding
can
towards
do for
depression
you,
to loving my
and
life and building
remember
one of the
to
fastest growing
overcome
nutrition
no
companies
matter what.
of all.
And I've got this gentleman, he was just talking. You know how it is when you're playing something off of YouTube. But I just want to thank each and every one of you.
Well, we're not sure what just happened, but I'm sure she's going to be right back.
She'll
So
be back.
if you did a little bouncing, did she tell everybody if you did a little bouncing, put an 8 in the comments? Did anybody bounce along with us?
I'm not sure.
That would be great to know.
Why don't we ask?
That was a lot of fun.
Well, I know that Kathy was talking about, she had asked Hillary, how long should we be bouncing on the trampoline?
I can barely hear you. You said how long should we bounce?
Yes.
Oh, you can bounce like if you bounce to a record, a song, they usually last about 3 minutes, up to about 3 minutes, 3 minutes. That's a good time to bounce. And if you still feel a little more energized after that, maybe you want to bounce to 2 songs. You know, but just bouncing.
Should you bounce more than once a day?
You can bounce in the morning, bounce in the afternoon, you can bounce in the evening. You know, you can bounce when you feel like it. You know, and even when you don't feel like it, bounce because it'll help you get your feelings together. Help to give you some energy. So you know that help to rev up your metabolism and rev up your lymphatic system. Yeah, help to. It's amazing how that works. You know, so anytime that you feel like it, but when you're dealing with a lot of inflammation in your body, then you shouldn't bounce as much. It's just like getting a massage that's too much and cause too much toxins to be released into the body, and the body can't deal with all of that at one time. So if you have some type of chronic condition that you're dealing with, then I would suggest bouncing, you know, just maybe not even a whole minute, maybe 30 seconds. Get off, let your body deal with that. In about 15 minutes, get back on, bounce a little bit more, you know, and allow your body to, your lymphatic system to begin to work as it's activated without too much of a rush into your system. Because you'll say, oh, I feel awful. And you'll say, it's because I bounced. No, it's because you got all of this stuff in your body that needs to be removed and you know, removed to where it should go, whether it needs to be eliminated from the body or the water that gets out of the bloodstream, the blood proteins, they need to be put back into the bloodstream. But if they flood your system all at one time, it can make you feel pretty crappy, you know. So you want to do it if you're really dealing with some type of illness, you want to do it a little bit every few minutes, you know, every 15 minutes or so.
Yes.
But other than that, if you're well and you're just trying to maintain your health, or you're just having a little sluggish kind of day, just get on it and bounce, put you on some music, turn on your favorite TV program, whatever, and bounce away.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. And we're going to have some final words for just this broadcast. So, Angie, thank you so much for joining us. And I know that you came in and you were bouncing. So can you tell us your words of wisdom for this evening?
My word of wisdom for this evening is something that both Kathy and Hillary had said. We really need to ensure that we look after our health. We might need to audit it or have a checkup more often than we wait till we're really sick. Even for those of us that are healthy, we'll need to do it. And even the supplements, I really like the idea that, you know, we can't find a quick fix because there's no such thing when it comes to supplements. So it takes time, as illness and weight gain takes time. So weight loss and being nutritious takes time as well. So take the time that's needed to be as healthy as we can be. Thanks.
All right. I really like that, Angie. You hit something right on the head. No quick fix. It took time and it will take time, but you can get back to what's that word you always use, Hillary? Homeostasis.
Oh, yeah.
So, Hillary, what words of wisdom would
And I
you
love that
give
word.
our viewers as we trickle down at the top of this hour?
Okay, so what I would like to, just from everything that is it Karen or Kathy?
Kathy.
Kathy. Everything that Kathy said, I know auditing from the other side, being audited. And so when your health is in a place where you feel like it's something going on, but you don't know what to do about it, like Kathy said, to get your blood work done. But sometimes you get your blood work done just so that you know what's happening. And then if you're still interested in holistic ways, then you will begin to work on that particular thing that you find out from the blood work that's been done. But it's uh, so amazing to know that there are those professionals that are in holistic work, or like myself, doing things that are easy, natural, and drug free, that can help you once you know when an audit is completed. I wanted to just kind of touch on that. When an audit is completed, sometimes there are recommendations or else findings. Findings are not good. Recommendations, you don't really want to have those either, but if you have recommendations that say, listen, this is something you need to work on, this is something you need to improve, so that you can, in this case, have better health. you know Findings is saying this is something that you have to take care of, and I need to know, when are you going to take care of it, by what date. you know this is really critical. So it's good to get help when you need help, whether you go the holistic route or whether you go to your medical doctor. you know Either way, you want to just not let a problem go on and don't check it. That's what an audit is all about. Checking up to see what is the state of your being.
I love it. And so, with that being said, um, all of you ladies have been remarkable. Hillary, thank you for co hosting tonight. And you've been amazing as usual, along with Angie. Angie's always working behind the scenes. And if you don't know, folks, Angie is the super duper athlete among us all. And of course, all the way from Hawaii. Kathy, you've been amazing. Would you please share with us your final words of wisdom for tonight?
So thank you so much again for having me today. It was an honor to be on your show again. I appreciate it. And but I think for me, one of the things I want to remind everybody is that you are the CEO of your health. You're the CEO of your children's health. You're the CEO of your own health. And just like with an audit, when I go in and do an audit, I do have findings, just like Hillary had mentioned. And when I have those findings, anytime I come up with a problem or an issue, I have a solution. So the solution for you is to eat better, take the supplements that are recommended. And of course, I recommend NP products, Naturally Plus products, only because I've seen such a difference in myself personally, my family members, my friends, and even strangers that I meet on the street that start to take the products. So we have something we call it an NP Ohana, Naturally Plus Ohana, a family. And with this family, with NP, I've found that so many people have had such a huge difference with their health and their wealth if they desire to make a positive change with using Naturally Plus as your help for your health and then for your wealth. So I encourage everyone, if you haven't already tried it, to get with the person that had invited you and find out more about it, because I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. And again, you have to take it consistently, take enough of it, take it long enough in order for you to see a difference. Because as a reminder, we didn't get our health ailments overnight, so we can't expect it to go away overnight. But with that, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you are awesome. So, with that being said, folks, if you want to get in and win, go ahead and contact my friend Lynn at 1-800-334-0540, or you can go ahead and contact Angie Elting. Contact Angie Elting, and she will help you help yourself ignite and take flight in the auditing health of your life. So with that being said, I thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you join us again on this coming Friday when we'll be bringing more news that you can use. More news that you can use. And again, we do not claim that any products can cure, diagnose, prevent, or heal any ailments. But we do know this. We know what works for us. So we're not going to make a fuss. And we just hope that you will use what works for you. And guess what? If you do that, you are truly the CEO of your own health. And why leave it to anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you next time. We thank you and we appreciate you. Have a good evening. Make sure you join us on Friday with Angela Elting and Larry Jeffries as our guests. You'll be happy that you did.